All right, before we move on to the next part of your packet, which says line length, I'd like you to consider for a moment dimensional distance. So check out this slide I have right here and read along with me. Suppose two objects are moving through space, each one having its own xy coordinates. When do their edges start to overlap? In one dimension, it's easy to calculate when two objects overlap. In this example, the red circle has a radius of 1. So here's the red circle, and it has a radius of about 1 right there. The blue circle has a radius of about 1.5. So here's the middle, and remember the radius is here. The circles will overlap if the distance between their centers is less than the sum of their radii. So let's talk about what that means. If the center of the red circle was here, approximately where the 1 is, the distance from the center would be out to here, so about 1. And then the distance from the center of the blue circle is about here, and so that's about 1.5. I know it looks like a little less, but let's go ahead and just pretend it's 1.5. So it says the circles will overlap if the distance between their centers is less than the sum of their radii. So that means that this here, 1, and the distance here, which is 1.5, added together, that's going to be 2.5. So if the distance between the two centers is less than the sum of the radii, which is 2.5, then they would be touching. So let's go ahead and calculate the distance between their two centers. So we have a distance of 1, 2, 3. So they actually are not overlapping right now, but if they were to get any closer together and the distance between the center of the red and the center of the blue were to get less than 2.5, then they would be, in fact, overlapping.